like this is what parents do, and they just how they disguise like they're drinking. They just put it in the coffee cup, and you're like, oh, they must not be drinking alcohol.
I know. When I was drinking coffee, I put a little rum chata.
Rum chata. Doing a quick boomerang of all y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. Put my stuff on mute.
Okay, I got this.
Oh, let me get by you then.
Okay, yeah. Oh, see, it'll work like this. Okay, I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Let me do
We're recording
one
live.
at a time.
We are recording.
Boomerang later.
What's good, people? Had to get us started with the good vibes. Pull something out the vault. Throwaway beat, you know. Good vibes. Welcome back to the people's favorite podcast.
We back, baby.
Nah. You got it.
No, you got it.
I started making the official song. I got the beat, I think.
No. Can I write to it?
Sure.
Yeah, I hope so. Cause we gotta be on
But
there.
it just gotta be something simple, like for the.
For sure. Like I said, with the show, you got it. On the road, you got it. You got it.
Starting off with good vibes. What's good, people? We here.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Oh.
While it's on my mind, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Definitely check that out. We got like 30 subscribers right now.
Oh, we doing things.
That's pretty good.
And then we got our Instagram going up, Twitter going up. It's gonna be lit, y'all.
Appreciate
I appreciate y'all.
30 of y'all.
Go on Facebook though. I know nobody be on Facebook for real, but I do post on there. Just like it at least. You don't gotta check it. I know people don't be on Facebook for real, but it's on there too. We everywhere you need to be.
I am Koala Sensei. They call me DJ Koala Cool sometimes. Most of the time.
On the weekend.
Most of the time.
On Tuesdays.
Got Lakeita Valon in the building.
What's up, y'all? I got all kind of nicknames, but I'm a
Valanista.
You know, that's so funny. I don't even know what made me make that up. That's a whole nother thing. I don't like that one.
You play a violin?
We got
No.
another special guest in the building.
I don't know.
What's up, everybody?
Oh.
It's your
let's
girl.
Get you right.
Yeah, let's get you right. Let's get you
It's
right.
S.O.U.L.A.S.P.H.E.R E. How you guys doing today?
Hey,
Yeah.
Solar Sphere is in the building.
How's everyone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give a round of applause real quick. Hold
Yeah.
Okay,
up.
wait for my round of applause.
Yeah.
The audience is coming
We
through the
gotta
door
bring
right
you
now.
in right. We gotta bring
Audience
you
is
in
coming through the door.
right.
There they go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming through.
Oh
Thank
my
y'all.
God, did I make sure I muted all the things when I was editing? I think I did. I did.
Muted all the things. I don't know what that
The
means.
videos.
How y'all doing?
I'm doing Gucci today.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. See, talking about copyright. Let me not say stuff. Like, flag. She said Gucci.
Gucci, Adidas, just start saying
Don't have my Adidas and Nike on. Flag.
Yeah.
I'm doing good today.
It's good. It's good.
Doing good. How about y'all?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Been a busy ass week, but that's good shit. You know, mental health is in a good place.
Oh, good.
Physical health is in a good place.
Well, talk about it.
So
you
I
know?
can't complain.
Come on, Reverend. You better speak on it. This boy took us to church for a little bit. Yeah, I'm good too. Honestly, yeah, it's just been I've been really, really, really busy. Doing a lot of editing, you know, doing a lot of things at the same time as getting ready to go on tour this week.
Come on, tour.
Hey,
It's already here.
tour.
It's crazy. It's already here. Like, I can't believe it's already.
That's what's up.
Doing that as well as my normal life, you know, and then adding extra clients and stuff, it's been real crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of ready for the tour to be over so it could be like,
Hasn't even started,
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
ready for it to be over.
because I
know.
could feel it. I feel it, man. You know how your body tell you, all right now. That's what my body telling me right now.
Yeah.
Like, you got about one more week left in you.
Definitely take these days.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
prepare.
It's like one of them. All right, now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
trying to make sure I'm all right now.
Before you be on stage, be
Before I
like,
be
y'all,
all right
all right
now.
now.
Yeah, they say the road is takes a toll on you,
Yeah, that's
like going
why.
on tour and shit. They say that's very unhealthy lifestyle.
Yeah, and it sounded very unhealthy today when they talked about the itinerary that I'm gonna send you.
Okay.
It sounds very unhealthy.
Go ahead and send me that unhealthy
Quite,
itinerary.
quite sleepless.
Really?
And I was like,
Sorry.
this is what we need in order to sing is sleep. And with my raspy voice, we gonna be moving to all them cities. Like, I'm so nervous. Like, that should be kicking in for
And we
no
need some
reason.
tea?
It's here right now. It's here. Everything it'll only help for like
Some
5
rest.
minutes.
Just make sure you
That's
rest
why
before
we
you
need
go
to
on tour.
sleep.
Sure,
Rest.
rest.
Like, you need to take that self time.
Oh
There's
yeah.
something about like sleep that like does something to your vocal cords. I feel like because when I notice like when I don't sleep, my voice sounds like I've been yelling all day all day the day before. Like if I don't like have a good night's sleep, it's weird.
It's an organ, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's an
Your
organ.
vocal cord, I think so, something
Yeah.
like that.
You know,
So
it's
that's
an
why I've been doing
organ.
my,
You say that with
Do you know how? Do
confidence.
you know how it works? It's really weird. All it is just like vibrations and shit, like different shit in your vocal cord. Like they're literally like these chords that like vibrate
I do not know how it works.
that we make vibrate like with muscles and make it
And
vibrate.
then we produce a sound. I did
Yeah.
not know.
And
That's
then we
what
use like
they-
the shape of our mouths and our tongues to like just manipulate it even more.
It's good that I'm happy that we look good when we talk. That we don't look weird like our tongue.
Some people do.
Shaping
Some people
my
do.
mouth
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
this. Man, so you just there were some questions on the page. I want to say it was Tasia about how do you balance like this, like what we do. How do you balance multiple things? And then if you do have like a day job or whatever, how do you balance like being an artist, being a producer, being whatever, and your regular life?
Mm. Okay. Shout out to Tasia. Appreciate the question.
Tasia.
I feel like you just came back from the road. You've been doing big things. You've been doing big things. So I feel like that's something we could all talk about.
Yeah, balancing real life and work life passions.
Before we do that, Angie, you want to tell the people like what all you're like involved in, and then talk
Yeah.
about like how you balance those things.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am a singer, a songwriter, a ukulele player, an auntie, a daughter.
And she's amazing at all of those.
No, I am. I am.
I am.
I
I
am.
am.
I'm the best auntie at that. You know what I'm saying?
Like ask about me.
Ukulele player. Oh, I got tricks up my sleeve. Also, I'm a videographer and editor. So that right there takes a lot of weight. The editing takes a lot of weight. So yeah, that's all that I currently do at the current moment of my life.
Editing could take days, honestly.
Oh yeah, it could take
You could
days.
think something so small.
Did you mention the things you do with clothing?
Oh,
And you and
well, I also. Oh well, yeah. I also I design. I design and I sew. Yes, design and sew.
Okay.
I'm creative.
Sorry.
Do a lot.
I thought he was about to do something. I was like, oh, he's about to break it down.
I thought it was like you throwing a signal.
Yeah, I was
Tell them
like,
about this.
and
Angela. I danced
we'll be
too.
back after this commercial break. Like I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff. Yeah, yeah.
How you feel like? How do you find the time to balance it, or like what are some methods that you do to stay sane?
Stay sane. Just one thing when I really started working with editing, I was really neglecting like some of my music side. So with that, I hired like a branding coach, like a coach, someone that just keeps my mind in the focus in music, because when I'm editing, it's like I'm just like working and I'm just in my computer. And it's like I don't look towards anything. I play my ukulele sometimes, but it's like I just know I got to get this homework done. It just feels
Exactly.
like homework.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I hired somebody, but it's like I know I can do this on my own, but it's just like I just felt like at one point I was just busy with so much that I just needed to force this time with talking to someone about music and strategies and plans and everything like that, just to keep my mind still educated.
Delegate some of your thinking to some people somebody you could trust,
Yeah.
to help you like do that, because that's really what it is. It's just like, damn, it's like should be taking up so much brain work to just
Oh,
have to
yeah.
figure it out all by yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Mm-hmm.
And I be in my head a lot, just thinking, creating. So definitely just needed that. So yeah.
Cool.
So when you found like somebody to help do that, did you like just like pick an area you felt like you were like weak in and that you needed like, or
Oh, with the help that I got?
yeah,
Well, the help that I got was very insightful. I definitely got a lot of nice knowledge from her. But one thing that I got from her that I just have not forgotten is when we were going over values, and I'm like, yeah, my values is love, respect. And then she said, how about you throw in self-serving? And I was like, self-serving? That one like hit something very deep within me. I was like, whoa, because I'm just like, yeah, I don't give myself enough because I be giving myself to everybody. And I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. So I was just like, I really was thinking about that. I was like, oh, I got all my life fucked up. Hold on a second. Okay? I need
But
to
that's how it be. It be like that.
refocus.
Like you be like when you just have like a genuine heart, and then you just
Yeah.
kind of when you care, like for real. That's just what it be. And at some point when you start trying to take it back, if you have solid people around you that like will understand why you're taking the energy back, then they would be like, yeah, we support that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's some
Yeah.
people, they depend on your energy so much,
Oh,
that
yeah.
when you dial back for yourself, then you'll start losing friends and losing people
Yeah,
because
they was never your
they
friend to
was
begin with.
exactly.
Right.
So that's why it's like, yeah, I had to learn that too. I'm still learning that, as I go, to not, because I would literally just be dropping everything for everybody because I'm like, yeah, I got you, like I can help you, yeah, I can do that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, okay, so now I've definitely gotten better than what I used to be. I used to be, literally driving across cities to help people and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Gotta help ourselves.
People that aren't self-serving or claim that they're not is a red flag for me. I feel like a wise person should always be self-serving and not, but not like not at the expense of like other people or anything like that. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, don't serve yourself at the expense of others.
Oh, yeah.
But you gotta always like you gotta if you're a rational person, you're gonna make sure you take care of yourself first, because there's no way you can help anybody else if you're not taking care of yourself.
Oh yeah, that's always.
that's always first for sure.
I was like, look, let me save myself because I can't save you if I can't breathe in my damn self.
And
You
and
breathe.
people that run around doing everything for everybody else and not themselves, they're kind of like a ticking time bomb. It's like only a matter of time before you've just expelled all your energy and you've just like had enough.
Exactly, and that's
Yeah.
and I think that's what happens though. Like
You gotta catch
you gotta
yourself before
yes,
it-
okay.
before
Because
that
I'm telling you, there was a point where I was there, and I was like, I'm not helping a single soul, and then I was like,
Yeah.
no, because it's not in me to not help. But it's like, okay, Lakeita, what can you dial back on to make sure you ain't like overexerting yourself, because they
Yeah.
will run you dry. They will literally run you ragged until you not even able to have no energy for yourself, and then they get pissed off because it's like, well, I was hoping that I could suck all this energy from you.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's not necessarily somebody else's fault. Like, I don't know if I'm overextending you, particularly. Like, if I ask you to do one thing, you might have so much on your plate that you're doing that might overextend you, right? So at that point, it's like that's your fault because you didn't check like your what all you got going on, and you agreed to do this, and now you're overextended. But that's not particularly my fault. I only asked you to do one thing, right? So sometimes it's not like sometimes it's one person asking you to do like a million things, and that's one thing. But then it's that a million people ask you to do one thing, right? So it's like the two different scenarios.
Yeah,
So
that
it's
makes
like,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, because then you'll be like,
But in both cases, it's still your fault because you can't just agree to do everything.
Yeah.
And
Just
that's
gotta
true,
check your
but
plate.
It's only because
Check
when
yourself.
when you say everybody, we're thinking more of like our people that we're like, these are my people. I got your back. So it's hard for me to just, even if I'm capable, I'm a type, I'm gonna try at least. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm like, man, I really, this is so inconvenient, but like I care about this person, so like I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
So I had to start getting to
Or
a
you
point
got
where I started
clients, and you
saying
know what I'm
no.
saying. You trying to make sure that you're doing good. You know what I'm saying. You got so many clients, and you're trying to make sure you cater to all of them. You know, even just that.
It's just balancing.
Yeah,
not
it's
just-
been a bad week for me for that.
I be gotten your stuff
That
cleared
was
up.
a good question and a good topic because that's very relevant in Lakeita's life right now. My life right now has been very busy. Been
Yeah.
Business has been doing really good. DJing and just engineering.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody needs to come record, man, y'all better holler at me soon because
DJ
I'm about to
Koala
have no
Cool.
time and the prices might have to start going up. I don't know.
Hey,
So
raise them prices up.
Just keep them for saying for us, please, because you know our money ain't really going up at the same time. So just
Ain't no, your money's
help
gonna
a
be
nigga
going. Your
out.
money's gonna be going up.
my money's definitely going up.
Remember,
Everybody money gonna be
no, it's
going up.
going up, but keep in mind, you know, we still some hungry ass artists. You know what I'm saying? We been here. It's me. I'm gonna be at the window like, it's me, Koala. Come on,
You be like, nah,
it's
you got the
me.
money. Well,
No, if I had the money, like for sure. Yeah.
I had to recently start asking myself, when is it too much with certain things? Like I think I was telling you, Angie, before the show started,
mm-hmm.
that like I feel like I can probably handle one more night a week of DJing, but I can't.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do more than that
Yeah,
before it would be too much for me, or like to where I didn't want to do it.
yeah,
Yeah. So I already got two solid nights a week, and I feel like if I had one more, like that would be like probably perfect, and if more than that would be like too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you need a good break in between.
It's
The
like-
It's
balance
just
or
like
just
you have an equilibrium, like you
Yeah.
have a scale that
Yeah.
you just gotta keep.
I don't
it
know how.
balanced.
I don't know how artists do it like multiple times, like you know what I'm saying, doing multiple shows a week because I'd really be straight doing like one a week. In all honesty, like I feel like to be the best DJ I could be, once a week is probably best. I do twice a week just because like I need the just for the business, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like three would just be like a perfect just for to make it make sense monetarily wise. But if you're talking about the best performance out of me, once a
one
week.
time.
Yeah, and I feel like it gets less the more times that I DJ a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Then you have less. I was telling when we were talking this weekend, I was saying like you also have to have a balance of practicing or doing whatever, like creating or practicing or getting your skills, whatever you're doing, adding to your repertoire, whatever that
Full
regimen
disclosure,
is. Huh?
I don't ever practice DJing.
I'm
Just
saying.
go
Like
out and do
I
that.
literally just only time I like always just show up. I curate music like ahead of time, but I don't ever like I'm never here like DJing. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I mean like whatever that regimen is, you know, to get ready,
Okay,
to stay fresh, because you know the DJ,
Yeah.
you take time to download, you know, music and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm saying like whatever you got to do
Preparation.
to make that one set that you're doing like fire. If you keep doing it multiple times a week, that the quality of that goes down too, because then you don't get a chance like. It'll come around so fast, like the next gig will come up, and you'll be like, "Golly, I didn't even get a chance to go home and
Like,
listen
I'm
to no
still in
new music."
1990.
So you kind of doing the same set, and you're like, "Oh man." So I feel like one time, like it's right, like because it gives you time to prepare, time to really make that moment like so big, you know,
Yeah.
because you already put so much time through the week to like collect all this dope music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like that's over time I've gotten like that where I'm like I don't want to do too much of something
Yeah.
through the weeks or whatever because the quality will go down, and then I don't have time to get my skills like sharper. If
Mm.
I'm getting booked so much, then when am I at home getting better? Because I'm getting better from experiences, but then the stuff that we
It's the
do it
same.
involves editing and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So it's not like we could just like go keep doing it and getting better and that's it.
I
It's
think
like
you
we
do
gotta,
though.
you know.
I think you do. I think you do though.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like I think you would still like you could like you if you're staying that busy with editing, you for sure are getting in your repetitions just through the act of like doing it, and you're not really if you have enough work in editing, you don't have no time to practice because you're just editing and practicing at the same time. Like you using it, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You're trying new shit. You're doing all that stuff at the time.
But then sometimes because of the extra like clients and stuff at the same time, I'm trying to get the turnaround out. So then I'm only doing what I know.
Doing what you know. I got you.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
like I want to spend time because I know I could be better, and I want to, you know, that even with music, you know, writing and taking time to like not do nothing so we could like listen to beats and write and stuff. Like I
Yeah.
haven't even been able to do that, and that's a part that where it's like, all right, okay, with this editing stuff, like
Yeah.
that's my struggle right now is
Yeah.
the extra clients that don't know what they want. So I'm thinking I'm only gonna start sticking to like creative things that'll, you know, challenge me, but then that still allow me to create. because I think that who we are now, I don't want to do anything that's not creative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, so then when you like feel like you're doing something because it's a job, like it feels like you say a homework, like it feel like a job, and then
Yeah.
you know you gotta do it because they paid you, and you're like, man, I really wish I wouldn't have did this, you know. So when you're doing something creative though, it's like you're challenging yourself to get better so you can get booked, but the projects will get bigger and they'll just get more creative, and then the teams will get bigger and the budget will get bigger. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And you're gonna feel like I'm still doing my purpose through everything that I'm doing versus like I'm so good at this and I want to be doing this, but I have to do these weddings and stuff because I need the money,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I'm trying to figure that out right now because that's why I need to break after the tour because I'm about to start revamping.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like, I know I need a reset after that because after that, I'm trying to get my energy to nothing but
Right.
this stuff and then figure out in there where the money coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, boy, they running me ragged, boy.
Yeah. You don't
I
need to
ain't
be
never
ran ragged.
when I ain't never been forgetting stuff like that, like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when that starts happening, that means you're either doing too much or you move too fast.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel. So
Yeah. I know earlier before we recorded, I said I wasn't giving a lot of stock to feelings, right? I was downplaying the role of feelings. But to answer Tasia's question, I think that feelings is probably the best way that I balance everything I do. I like to look at everything I do, and I like to look at the emotional toll that it takes on me and my life, and the amount of energy that it takes on me emotionally, both and physically. And then I think about where that weighs in how it benefits me, like monetarily and also like career wise.
yeah,
And if so, like the more like emotional toll and more energy it takes out of me, like there better be like a high like return
yeah.
on that.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
so I feel
say.
like if there's not enough return on that, like I'm just gonna be like, okay, I need to
That's
back
the
off of
problem.
that,
Yeah.
or I
Yeah.
need to do less of that, or
Exactly.
so that's kind of how I do the balance in
Yeah,
a nutshell.
that makes sense too.
But sometimes you be in the midst of a job and you just like, okay, I'm giving this too much, and the return ain't even near how much I'm giving it.
And
That
then
be
you just, I think that's what it is. Like we do a lot of things because sometimes we doing this full time. All three of us, y'all, all three of us, actually do this full time. So that's the crazy part too. Is like sometimes we make decisions based on like think fast moments where we like, man, I really need this money. You know, it was a low week for me, a low gig week,
yeah.
whatever it be. We have our ups and downs because weather can cancel some stuff for us, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's tough is when it's not that. When there's plenty of like, so that's the issue I've been having right now. Is there's been plenty of business, and then so like when there's an issue, I feel like I'm like less willing to tolerate it because I don't necessarily need that right now. And so I have to like, but I have to like step out of the moment right now and think in the future. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's not always going to be like that. So like right now I'm going through a phase where it's like I have enough business. So like I have to actually think about any new thing that I'm bringing in right now because it might impact everything else. But I need to go ahead and make them sacrifices right now because like missing out, like leaving money on the table right now that makes no sense to me because future's not guaranteed. And now I hate to have left some money on the table and then I need it
Something
in the
go like
future.
a
Right,
like
right.
a gig cancel, like something
Things
that,
will happen. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And be like, damn, So
that makes sense.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. What else we gonna talk about? We kind of been on this topic for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only
that's
one that
life,
I had.
though.
Yeah.
I didn't know what y'all had, but we didn't
That was
talk
the only one
about
we
it.
had. Not all of
Are
those
we doing
questions.
all of
We don't
them?
have to go do all of them, but
Let me
if there was
go
no other good
find
ones in
one.
there.
I didn't know if she had topics or I didn't know but she just came in from Atlanta
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah,
and New
Yeah.
Angie
Orleans.
was outside.
I know. I met Earth Gang and I met
Hey,
Toby.
that's what's up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
What
you
y'all
know
was
what?
doing out there?
Out there, so the purpose out there was to just get my music out and just like get my face out there, just get to know the city, connect with the people out there. And Atlanta is black. When I tell you Atlanta is black, I really felt so much just melanin and just seeing so many people doing their thing, their business, and just like really pushing themselves out there. It
Yeah.
was really insightful and just really just like, okay, y'all out here. And I did not know that because there's so many trees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you're trying to get somewhere, you exit, then you start to see, like, I don't know, it's just something about the trees and just I don't know, it's just a lot of greatness out there. But it was great. I performed 1 week straight, just show after show after show. My friend Destiny helped me out. She's my manager, helping me with gigs and
Shout out
stuff.
to Destiny.
Shout out to Destiny. So she set everything up, and I'm like, okay, so just get my mind ready and everything. I was just passing out some stickers that I had also. So it was really nice. A lot of people were very surprised with my sound. So that was also another nice like thing to give them a piece of me and for them to receive it in like a way of like, whoa, we wasn't expecting that from somebody that looked like Lil Wayne. Somebody said looked like Lil Wayne. I was at a comedy show. He's like, I thought I was Lil Wayne on stage and started singing.
I know you was in Atlanta getting it in.
Oh yeah, and I was getting it in really well.
No, wait, no,
on stage.
no. You know what I mean? No.
He
Oh, what?
always
Getting
You know what I
somebody
mean.
doing something
Getting it
nasty.
in, like
You
getting
know-
it in. What?
No.
With
I know they was.
women?
I know they was feeling you in Atlanta.
So first of all, my bad. I made a
know you
mistake
was
earlier. Tasia didn't do that question. It was Echo.
Oh, shout out to Echo. Hey, appreciate you, Echo. She'd be supporting, man. Yeah, you
Yeah.
show a lot of love. Appreciate you,
I
Echo.
just saw the video and I was all,
It's all good.
sorry. I thought it was Tasia.
Hey Tasia.
But don't get us off this topic we're talking about right now.
I'm not.
Oh, this topic though. The topic about we're getting it in.
I know that.
He think every time somebody go out of town, that's what they was doing.
Oh,
I
then
don't
no.
know.
He said that to me when I
no,
came back from
no.
Miami, and I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Get it in." I was like, "What
Get
do
it
you
in.
mean?"
Y'all just be
Yes,
happy to
I've
go
been
to the
working.
places where I know that people be going to have a good time.
Oh,
I mean, a good time, yeah, but not that good.
not that good of a time. No, I had a good ass time. I had a great ass time, but not that type of time was put in that.
None at
No,
all.
nobody threw nothing at me.
Got you. I don't believe you,
What?
Only one girl, right?
So hold on. Where's the?
But listen, all right. It was one girl, right?
Okay, there's one.
Me and Destiny was walking through the park, and this girl was looking at me, and I looked at her. And then I'm walking by, I looked back, and she looked back. So we just came back because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk to her, and I was like, hey, what's up? And she was like, oh, well, we're out here working and stuff, just trying to get people to sign up and stuff. But she just kept looking at me, so I'm just like, that's just only one person. But other than that, ain't nobody. I mean, I guess I didn't go out.
She
like
ain't
that.
see the rest of y'all. It's okay. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
I'm not.
They
I'm
didn't
not
see
there
you.
for
We got the
that.
most beautiful women here in Houston, so I mean, you know,
Yes.
it's
Glad
tough.
I
It's tough when we go other places. It's tough.
I'm kidding. No, she's beautiful. Ain't she beautiful, y'all? Come on. That's Lakeita, y'all. Valanista. But yeah, no, I went out there for work.
I feel okay. Yeah, I feel
Nothing
you. I feel
was
you.
gonna distract that.
Yeah.
Like not just work, but just like to like share myself
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And ain't nobody flock to me like that. That'd be crazy. I think I would
Why
like
would that
to.
be
I
crazy?
would like to experience
This
that. That
is
would be
Drip
nice.
Master Woo. This is the name I gave her because she always be just dripping and she gotta teach these niggas, man. 'cause they-
Teach these niggas how to drip
like
like
literally,
me.
I was surprised nobody threw that. Like, are you kidding me?
No, nobody. People were
You're
looking at
kidding
me like, but
Because
you
you was
just
dripping. Did you see the Instagram? She was cutting up.
Yeah.
I mean, the hat and the vest and the thing. I mean, I should have been like, hey.
people
That'd have been me.
definitely would look at you, but I don't know. Not too often will somebody really come up to you. Like it's not
Man,
too
they
often where
sleep.
people would just come up to me and I probably get a compliment, but
People
it ain't
probably
often
been
at
tripping
all.
and falling.
maybe that, but just behind my back, right? Or when I'm not looking. But
What's the weirdest compliment you've ever received from a white person?
weirdest compliment I received
Did you
from?
look at me for inspiration for that?
No.
But I literally saw you look at me and go, got it. Like in your brain.
I know.
like,
When she was saying she don't get a lot of compliments, what ran through my mind is I feel like if you walked like I feel like around a bunch of white people, like you would get like a lot of compliments. This is, you know how white people
yeah.
be fucking.
Yeah, one time I had my hair
I
and
don't
like,
know.
how you get your hair like that?
yeah, she's like, oh wow, your hair is really fun.
How long?
I was like,
Fun.
thanks.
What the hell?
Yeah, my hair
Yeah,
is
so
just
call
jumping
my hair
right
fun
now. Light,
ever in
light
life.
show.
So fun.
Don't call my hair fun.
They always be like, how long
Yeah.
you been growing it? One time somebody asked me like, how long did it take you to do that? And I was like, 8 hours. She was like, it took you 8 hours to grow that? I was like, you said do.
I know.
That was my real hair. I was like, no, girl.
Like style it
Okay.
or like, yeah.
You should have said
Yeah, the
grow.
average white person doesn't have any experience with
Black.
hair they didn't grow.
Yeah.
I didn't until like 8th grade, 9th grade, because that's when I got my hair cut. And my hair was really long, so I never had to wear a weave.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I was like, what is this short mess? I got to find me some weave.
Gotta grow me some.
Ever since then.
I have always been interested in this topic of like women's hair.
Women's hair. Oh.
Not interested in like I'm interested in y'all's hair, but just like I think it's interesting how different cultures handle hair.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black
I
hair.
don't even know. We got to do so much to it.
I feel like black hair, we definitely have like a big market and just like stuff.
Yeah.
Let me fight it.
Yeah, there's like a little gnat running around here somewhere,
You know,
doing
gnat
some
break.
crazy things, fucking everybody up.
Everybody's like, what the
Me and Lakeita were talking about it one day, and I think we were talking about it because we were talking about how this kid here in Texas, he was on a wrestling team, and he was like in like the state finals or some shit, and they wouldn't let him wrestle because he had locks, and he cut his hair. Like he went and got a pair of scissors and like cut his hair like so he could do his
wow.
match.
Yeah.
I think later on they went back and like tried to like sue the somebody or whatever. I don't know what ended up happening with that. But we were trying to. I was saying how like white people don't really know that black people do their hair a certain way as a form of
Yeah.
maintenance more than anything.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it takes more to like maintain like very curly hair.
And coarse.
You know.
Yeah.
We all the curly
You can't just
gang.
like let it just do whatever.
Yeah.
I do, and y'all see what it does.
Your hair grows so fast. I'm just like, dang,
like,
Koala, you
we
done
were all
passed my
like-
length every
If
time
I
you
had
cut
your
it.
hair, I would be
Pass
doing
me
the
up.
same shit. I'll be, if I had your hair,
Oh yeah.
boy, I'll be killing them.
Yeah, I be killing them too. Killing them, knocking them dead.
I'll be like, I thought I already said something.
I just
You know?
chill. But
If your hair ain't.
But we got
Okay, your hair ain't chilling.
We on the curly gang
His hair
too.
just grow fast,
Yeah,
okay?
it do.
it seems like it don't grow. It seems like it hasn't been growing fast. I feel like it's been this length for a
Because
long
you chilling.
time. Yeah.
Because you chilling.
Because he chilling.
I've also been cutting it because you know it locks up and shit, and then since I don't really like take it, like they grow fucking crazy. So I've been cutting them as they've been growing like real fucking crazy. Yeah.
You ain't part your hair, lock it or nothing?
No, I don't do all that.
We've been trying to tell them.
I hate doing
But
things
I
with my
like-
hair. The reason I grew it out was because I didn't want to have to do anything with it. And then jokes on me, I grew out my hair just to realize you got to
gotta
do
do
more with it. You
everything.
got to do more with
of
it.
course, of course.
Jokes on me.
Yeah, jokes on you. and us.
Yo, you sure messed up with that one, boy. Who told you that?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in a white household, so nobody taught me anything about my hair. I always had it like cut, so when I grew it out, I had no prior knowledge base or any lessons.
Middle school taught me about hair.
Do you see yourself with a certain hairstyle?
No, I'm not a big like hair person.
Bald? Do you like bald?
No, I don't want to be bald. Either. I don't want to be bald.
Bald,
Either.
do you like
I
bald?
don't want to go to the barber shop every week.
Okay, you just don't do nothing with hair.
don't
Just
wanna-
like hair is not a priority.
Facts. Yeah. That's how it is with me.
Got you.
It's weird, but yeah.
And
Middle
honestly,
middle school for you.
oh yeah, like my grandma taught us about like the pressing the hot comb and stuff like that on
Oh,
the
yeah.
stove. And then, but growing up, like y'all seen my hair, like I have curly hair. Growing up, I had that hair, but they didn't think that like the natural thing wasn't a thing back then, you know. So they was pressing my hair and doing all that. So I learned that from my grandma. And then later on, like my mama knew how to do like the little simple styles and like we would wear her hair down and stuff like that. But she don't know how to do all of this. Like what I be doing now, she
Yeah.
don't know how to do none of that. And so when I went to middle school, I was hanging around a lot of people, but I already knew how to braid hair. Like I had been
lucky.
braiding. So I was like doing that, and I would be braiding my hair, doing stuff to my hair, and then watching the girls. Cause I went to a ghetto middle school,
Okay.
and so they was doing hair in class, like that kind of ghetto.
Oh, they
So I would
doing
be
hair
like
in
watching
class.
somebody at their desk
Like, you know you talking about something.
in class or whatever. They just be over there just putting people weave in, and so I started
Your
watching
school
them.
was ghetto. What school was that?
They
Shout out.
was. Then middle school, what's up, baby? Mobile, Alabama. They gonna be like, we on. But they used to be ghetto up in there. You said pause on the thing. It's gonna be a separate video anyway.
I don't even know why people do that. I just know Travis asked one time, and he was like, clap for the video sync or something. I was like, okay, I don't know what that's for, but sure.
Well, yeah, sure. So right now, or you
I
already
don't, I
did
don't
it?
think I don't. You said we don't need it, so
Cool.
Take two.
take two. My bad. What were we talking about?
Hair.
Hair
Had add and weave in ghetto schools.
in ghetto schools.
But yeah, that's how I learned how to do hair. Is
Okay.
from doing that, and then I just started practicing, and then YouTube, and then that was it. Doing hair at the school, at the college, or whatever.
Yeah, I pulled out pieces of my hair to learn how to do hair. But you know you learn.
You excuse me?
I said pulled out pieces of my hair by accident while learning how to do hair.
Oh, okay.
So it's hard.
Yeah, because I was like, she taking off her hair so she can learn. That's what I heard, right? I thought she was like, I'll just take out pieces of my hair so I can learn how to do hair. And
Just
I was
the
like, that's
struggle
not the
to-
way.
Do y'all know what it's called when somebody pulls out
Pulls
their
out the hair.
their
Stress.
No,
What?
there's like a name for it. Fuck, I forgot.
Pulls out
Gotta
their
look it up.
hair.
Yeah,
And they-
it's like
and they save it or something?
Trichotillomania.
Oh,
And they save their hair.
Oh.
Just like if anybody, like people do it for mad different reasons. It's like considered a mental. So trichotillomania is the mental disorder for it. And it's
Dang.
where you pull out your hair.
they tripping.
Yeah, we used to see
Yeah.
patients for that.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
That's a dog.
I think that's what it's called. Trichotillomania. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
That's a mania.
I don't
That's
know.
a
Look
what
up
it's
person. Come on, look up person.
Oh.
Now she the drink up person right now.
Got your laptop out here for.
Because it's cute. Because got all the stickers on there, all of our people's brands. That's why I just. That's just honestly why it's out.
So Angie,
Yeah.
Trick or what?
Koala.
Trick or tell me.
want to get into the shits or what?
Oh,
Get into the shits.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
trico.
shits?
I don't know.
I was like, what's the shits? Let's get into it. Let's talk about the shits.
I just saw one that explained exactly what this was.
Trichotillomania.
Oh my goodness, it just keeps going back. A mental disorder which presents as repeated and uncountable urge to pull out body hair.
No body hair.
People do it to their eyebrows and their their eyelashes. I remember people would come in and they wouldn't have like no eyelashes.
You
It's
know
like
what?
a common thing, like to pull out your eyelashes.
I don't got.
I know we don't have that, but I used to do
I
that
do,
a lot.
I do this. I just be getting my. I know my
The
eyebrows
strays.
are bushy, so
I used to do that a lot.
Getting them out.
Like my eyebrows, my eyelashes.
Manicuring's not what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
I know we don't got it.
'Cause I
But
don't
I
got
was like,
triple-
oh my God. Were we once victims? You know?
trichotillomania.
Oh shit.
I was like, oh man. You were like, yeah. And she was just over there going.
like doing it. I'm like showing y'all that I got it.
I'm gonna get
But I
another drink
don't.
real quick. if y'all
Okay.
don't mind.
Well, it was like, is there something that you've learned from dialing back? Well, how did we get on this hair thing? We just got, you just interested in hair. Okay, so
Yeah, Koala's always been interested
in some hair.
black hair.
He won't even let me do his hair. You don't got to do it.
Just so
yes,
much
it
to do
is.
with your hair because you have hair. If you didn't, if you was bald, there'd be nothing.
Then we
to
couldn't do nothing to it.
Can't do nothing to it. But because
This
you
is
have
a
hair,
canvas.
that is an opportunity.
Everybody just be talking about so much they could do, and I haven't heard no.
He lying.
You want a suggestion or do
I
you
showed
want
you a
action?
picture. Yeah, I saw.
I haven't experienced either one. So.
Do you want action?
No,
or
he
suggestion?
lying.
Which
Okay,
one
y'all.
weighs?
I
one you
showed him a
want?
picture, and then he said, I said, you gonna let me do this to your hair? He said, no. And every time I was like,
okay.
come on, let me braid you up. No. And then I was like, well, you the one keep talking. Then he want to be, I know all these people that do hair. Nobody do my hair. Boy, we been asking you, can we do your hair?
Because it's just like I know it's not like a one-time thing. It's like okay,
Well, we
you
can
do
do it one
this,
time.
and then it needs to be like either maintained or it's just gonna get fucked up.
We just want to do a style on you. That's it.
Try
And
the
then you take it
maintenance life.
down.
I am not your fucking doll.
Try the maintenance life. So are we all dolls out here?
We see anybody that do hair, we
Getting our
see a
hair
good
done?
full
Us-
of
us
head of
black
hair
people?
like
No, but I
yours.
feel like that's where it like starts. Is as little girls, you fucking do little dolls' hairs. And then
That's
you,
how I learned how
now
to
y'all have
braid.
like this fucking like.
Because you have this perfectly good head of hair, and anybody that do hair
Do
just
you
be
feel
looking
like a
at it
doll,
like,
Koala?
oh my gosh.
Do you feel like a doll?
No, I was just kidding.
I know you are.
You just see all this hair, it just make you want to be like, oh my God. You have
Yeah,
so
you got a
much
lot of
hair. I
hair.
could do so much with this hair.
Do you like your hair? Like, do
I
you?
love my hair. I
You love
love
it?
it. I love it. I mean, I clean it and take care of it, but
Okay, so you do
yeah.
stuff to your hair. Do you like
I
washing it and stuff?
yeah, I wash it and condition it, like, and
Mm-hmm.
do all that shit. But I mean, I'm not like just super into like hairstyles. I
Mm-hmm.
guess,
Because you just like the free.
kinda. Yeah.
Okay.
Hairstyles is cool though. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
like when I see cool hairstyles, I'm like, oh, that's tight. Like, so you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not like
I want it. You're not like I want it, but
type shit.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would love to have that hairstyle. Dang. So what's something crazy that happened while you was gone?
Crazy. Well, weed is legal out there. Air quotes. Because
Ah,
everybody was doing it.
Damn.
We went to a venue to perform, and the security officers were doing it. The host was doing. I'm just like, dang, y'all just really be out here just like open in Houston. It's like people still in their
As it
cars
should
and
be.
stuff.
As
as
it
it
should
should
be.
be.
What, out in Atlanta just being
It
open
should
with
be
it?
just open.
Yeah.
Hey, I have your hoodie
Huh?
with me.
You got what?
Your hoodie.
Hey.
Come on.
Like, it just made me think of it because it has it on there.
Merch.
And I was like, ah.
Got merch by Lakeita.
Merch, merch, merch.
Oh,
coming.
yeah, he repping the shirts. Angie repping her merch. Yeah, we got some big merch stuff
We got
coming
some
out.
merch at this table. Whole
My
lot of
throat's
merch.
been raspy, y'all. My bad for the coughing. It sure ain't corona because we
I'm
got
about to
tested like a
say,
mug,
it
boy. We
better
got
be
tested like
that.
a mug doing that. I don't know if we able to talk about anything.
Are you unvaxxed or are you vaccinated? Or is that like
Oh, no, I'm not
or is that an
vaccinated.
intrusive question? Is that an
Oh, it's not
intrusive question?
intrusive. No, I'm open to the
Unvaxxed?
question. I'm not
Unvaxxed?
vaccinated.
Unvaxxed won't get vaxxed. You got to
Damn.
hold me down.
3 unvaccinated heathens out here just.
And we
I ain't a
still
heathen.
surviving.
I'm just an unvaccinated individual.
And we probably healthy as a bird.
No, but you know that's how they be trying to portray it. Like,
I know,
you
a
know.
heathen. It's like,
How
this
dare
stuff
you.
is
How
new.
dare
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Hold on, I got this. I got that.
Oh,
Dare you.
it's so distraught. Shoot, I'm not getting that thing, but I know it's gonna start getting to the point where just that mark of the beast stuff, man. I'm telling y'all, the
That's what it
world
is,
coming
biblical.
down. Stuff have to happen, you know. Them chips. It started off with the doggone chips. Anything they want to keep tabs on you all the time,
Yeah.
The government.
all the time. Like, cause sometimes you can escape it a little bit, cause you don't got no chip in your head. If you left all your
Not that you
electronics,
know of.
oh right, that would suck.
Not the
But they
chip
ain't had
in
that
your
technology back
head.
then, right? When
Back
I was
when,
born.
For sure. Microchips have been around since you were born.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
Well, maybe not. Actually, let me take that back. Maybe not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that was they started
But maybe.
developing stuff when
But
we was
maybe.
growing up, right?
Yeah, but they've had microchips for like a long time, and then they've just been. It was like microchips was something that they invented, and then had to like figure out how like to like it was so microchips were so powerful that it's one of them things that we're still trying to like harness the power of, right? So we made the microchip, and then we had to like figure out how to make computers efficient enough to even like maximize the potential of a microprocessor because like because those little chips like a little microchip is fucking super powerful
Oh,
and we just
yeah.
haven't always had the technology built around it to harness
Do what it's supposed to do,
yeah,
like
yeah,
its
yeah.
fullest potential.
But they've been around for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like that's all that stuff though. Like they try to make it seem like it's for your protection. They always sell you things like that to say like it's for your protection, when in reality it's either they're trying to keep tabs on you or whatever they be putting out is trying to
Or convenience.
population
Or
control too,
convenience is
like
another
kill
way.
you too.
Take
you know,
out.
like some of it tries to take you out.
Yeah.
Like population control is how I feel.
Protection and convenience is the two guises that they like to use a lot. Like, oh, do this because it's just more convenient for your life.
Yeah, it is like, oh, this will protect you from whatever. Why would I need that? Like sometimes you be like, would I? Then you convince yourself like, you know what? I actually do might get lost on my way back from the store. I think I do need a chip in my head.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's all that stuff. Like it's just like the mark of the beast.
Do you know
because
about Elon Musk's little chip that he's trying to make for people's brains?
I think you was talking. I think you started talking about it, but I don't think we got into it.
It's called Neuralink. And
Okay.
it's basically the way he describes it is like a chip in your brain so that you can like like imagine being able like to access like your phone or the internet just with your mind.
Oh, that's interesting. Because people already be trying to put their phones down because they too like addicted to it. But to have it in your head, and what if it malfunctions? You can't turn it off. So you gotta shoot yourself. Like, I won't stop. God.
Yeah, like now
Whoa.
you gotta go get it removed. That's how I feel. It's like one of those. Can you have the option? Can it be a button where it goes and you take the chip out at night and you put it?
No, because it gets surgically put in.
I know what I'm saying. Like if they're gonna do all that, they might as well just have a little. There's always a piece of your body that they always be saying, like you said, that they be like, you don't need that, but then why is it here? I
You
feel like
don't
they
need
will
that.
find something in here, like, oh, there's an empty space right under there. We could put this little remote control skin patch.
Yeah.
You just
Control
have
skin
a
patch.
just a permanent.
So you wouldn't want to.
little
So suppose it this Neuralink makes it all the way to market. People start getting it. People are talking about it the way people talked about the iPhone when it first came out. Like they're just talking about, damn, this just made my fuck. I can do this. My life is just this much easier. Y'all not in?
I'm not in. No, I'm not even in this vaccine.
Yeah, cause that's where it's scary. You know, that's when you start getting scared because people just hopping on anything.
Was anybody scared about the iPhone?
Oh, I didn't.
I don't
like
even know if I had to. I don't know if I heard the buzz because at the time it was one of those things like the phone I got is the phone I got until that whole break or something, and then that's when I got into the iPhone family. You
Go
know.
lay down. No, go lay down. Sorry, my dog's doing the most right now.
Shout out to
Hey
Theo.
Theo.
We're
Go lay
like
down.
shout out to Theo.
No. Go lay down.
What I don't know is how. You know, I don't remember the crave. I just know that I ended up getting the iPhone because the phone I had just broke down.
Yeah,
And so then
bro.
at some point it was like, I had to, the fat one. Like, was it the iPhone 3? It looked like an iPod Touch, but it's like
I don't know.
fat.
I only got on the iPhone here at 10. Like, it took me till 10 to get on board.
Oh, okay. See, my bootleg, I kept getting all them Androids. My bad, Green Texas, but I kept getting all them Android phones, and you drop it, it
This
break.
just reminded me of a great
The
question.
flip thing get cracked. Well, you got to slide up keypad, now the thing won't slide back down. Like
Oh,
stupid
dang.
shit, like stupid. The phone flip
Lord.
backwards, and then you want to flip it back because the screen on the back, and then the
Oh
flip don't
my
work no more. So
God.
now
they
you
made,
can't
they made
text.
some weird ass phones.
They
there
made
for a
some
while.
crazy shit. Them sidekicks, all
Sidekicks.
that
I
shit.
love the sidekick.
Shit get stuck, can't even come back. I can only call. I can't text no more.
Oh,
Like
man.
stupid shit used to be happening to them phones. So that's why I
Come
switched over to the
on,
iPhone.
Trauma.
My mom and them had just got that first one. And then after that, it kept on upgrading.
Are you all iPhone users?
Yes.
So I heard the wildest thing. I heard that receiving a green bubble is a turnoff.
Oh yeah, not from me per se.
Nah, come
It
on now. I
It
can't
is
I
for
don't
me.
care. No, I don't
It
judge.
is for me.
I don't judge. No,
Because
I don't judge.
have you ever
What
been
the
somewhere
fuck
and you
is
got
going on
somebody's
with the
number or
world?
somebody gave you their number and then you got the text and you knew at that moment, like even when you met them, you're like, they probably got an Android.
Why does
Oh, no.
why is
And
that
then
a
when they
turn
texted
off?
it comes in.
Oh
It's
my
so
God.
disgusting looking. It interrupts your day.
Oh my God.
Like you'll be in a good
Green is my
mood.
favorite color. That's the crazy thing.
They should have started the iPhone trend like that and then gave them blue.
The psyop is working. This is
Then
weird.
blue would have been.
Yeah, then we would have been saying blue was nasty, but the
know.
fact that they put green on it, it's
But
like
why
that's
does
what
it
we
matter?
associate it with.
But why does the fact that somebody have a different phone than you like a turn off?
Or
Because
like
it just feels like a lot of
a
work to
factor.
keep up with them. The
How?
phone ain't
The
even
phone,
compatible, so how we gonna be? You know what I'm trying to say? Because like I had
How
the
we gonna be?
I have the closest.
This is
I
nuts.
personally feel
I didn't
like
want to believe this, but I guess it's true.
It's true.
because
Fuck.
you know
You
what
got
I
it
feel.
firsthand
I
here.
feel like when it was more of a normal balance, like people was just getting on the iPhone wave, it was okay. Like nobody cared. iPhone did that where they started changing it. Like when iMessage came out, because y'all remember it wasn't out. When I had my iPhone 3, everybody was green. I was green, they were green, everybody green. By the time I got the iPhone 4 or 5, they came out with iMessage. It was iPhone's fault for making us separate. And then they were like,
Yeah, they did it on purpose for sure. So this would happen. So that you feel. That's why I said the psyop
it
worked.
worked. Like it definitely works. Because we used to be like, what? And then they came out with FaceTime, and I was like, oh, it's a wrap.
The FaceTime killed it too.
Exactly.
Oh, the FaceTime really.
You always
killed
got to
it.
download some extra apps and shit
The
to talk to these
FaceTime
other
killed it.
niggas. Why
Yeah,
can't
that's
we?
crazy. Android, y'all are fucking weird. Y'all should have had that figured out like a
Like-
long time ago.
And
FaceTime.
they
That's
be
pretty
talking
weird.
about we got all stuff that could do it. It's an app, ain't it? It ain't just.
Yeah.
I mean, FaceTime is an
It's
app,
but it's a built-in
built-in
app that I don't think you can. No, you can delete it, but you still have access to FaceTime
Mm-hmm.
with iPhones.
And it's
It's
like,
just built in.
I know my relationships with all my iPhone people is much better. I know
Oh
this for
my
a fact
gosh.
because I FaceTime a lot. It's quick. It's easy. It's convenient. Even if you ain't got no, even if you don't pay your bill, if you got Wi-Fi, you can FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? You got Apple. I left my phone died. You can message from right here. It's so convenient. I'm not gonna put one of them down as an emergency contact.
Oh my
Something
goodness.
happens to me because if I ain't got my phone, but I got this or something, I can't get to them.
You know, people with Androids are happier. You know,
Yeah. Apple
they are
has
happier.
Apple has just done a really good job of like if you use their products, like they're just gonna make sure that it's just super convenient and super compatible amongst all its other devices and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna like you if you have one Apple product, it's gonna do all this other shit with all the other Apple products. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like
gonna
you know it's
connect with
just
all your.
super
Yeah,
just convenient with
my
everything
iPad, my
else.
laptop,
But you
my
try
phone.
to do anything else with it with other things, and it just
It don't work. So it makes you like loyal to them, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
because you
yeah.
be like, this is so convenient. Like, why wouldn't I pay for this? Like, it works.
Have you ever thought about the logo?
The Apple logo?
You know what it means?
No, I don't know what it means.
What is it?
I don't know. Let me see the back of Spice computer. Is it the Apple?
Mine not covered up.
Oh, yours all
Aw.
covered up.
Mine's not covered up.
That's the Apple. That's bitten.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, bum, bum,
Boom,
bum.
boom, boom. Go ahead and educate me and the people.
The forbidden fruit.
Oh,
Some would
okay,
say
okay.
that it references like the Garden of Eden and
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a reason why it's Apple?
Cause they
I
Like, did he
forgot
make a statement?
I forgot the story of how they did the logo. It's actually a little weird story if I remember correctly, but I don't remember it all the way. But yeah, that's interesting that that's the logo to me.
They said the apple symbol uh, symbolizes knowledge. This symbol is one of the oldest and most potent in Western mythology. Apple's use of the logo is extremely powerful. Their name and the corresponding pictorial icon are synonymous, and they both say apple.
That's funny.
So in the story of the Garden of Eden, and some people interpret the eating of the forbidden fruit as to be like the gaining of knowledge. So they say that
Oh, that was
biting the
good.
forbidden fruit was when man gained knowledge. So that's why man noticed that they was naked. They just and wanted to cover themselves up. Like you like gain like so, when you gain certain knowledge, like it's not always like a good thing. And I so like the I guess like the metaphor is like sometimes like ignorance is bliss. Hence the metaphor for the Garden of Eden being like paradise, and that by eating the forbidden fruit, like they gain knowledge,
Yeah.
a certain type of knowledge. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why Apple says that.
Yeah. That's crazy. When we first, me and my friends, we would look up stuff like that in college. Like we was trying to kind of touch on it last time, but we didn't talk about it. I don't think the like conspiracy theories and like all that kind of stuff. Me and my friends would kind of look into that. So Apple was one of the ones that came up during like those conversations, you know. And we thought it was more like evil. Like we wasn't even thinking about
Y'all just
what
evil.
just happened right now, you know? So in my mind, I was like, that's that evil stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they representing like Satan kind of because even then he was the one that
Well,
made them do it. You know, we used to be thinking like
well,
that.
if you are in the Catholic or one of the Christian faiths, then you do take that as bad because why would somebody make a logo of something that was supposed to represent disobeying God?
Exactly.
So
So that's what we was thinking like growing up, you know?
yeah.
We used to be like researching it. Like, yeah, we still got the products or whatever, but we not doing it. But they create the company, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like we used to be trying to be like, man, I don't want to support this. But I'm like, you can't really run from things. Everything, you could be anywhere, everything still be doing. What happened?
How much time was on the other one? Do we know what time it stopped at?
Oh, feel like it stopped at like 9. I kept looking at the clock around 9.
And when did we start? No, I meant like how much time?
Probably 30 minutes had went by.
Oh,
Cause we started at 8. Oh, we started at 8.
we started at 8? Okay, cool.
Oh, we almost, yeah.
Wait, we started at 8?
I feel like we started at 8, right?
Feel like it?
Yeah.
You know how I feel
We
about
was
feelings.
behind. We was behind. But my feelings be good.
Yeah, my
My
feelings
gut
be
feelings
good.
always be. I be.
Anyways,
They do. He know. You be trusting me sometimes.
of course.
Of course. Of course. He's like, you know how you are about every time I be like, man, maybe it just wasn't supposed to happen. Then we just go. He just
And
been
you do
going
have a
with
hard
it.
time dealing with other people's feelings sometimes.
I don't have a hard
That's good.
time. I don't because your feelings are your feelings. I acknowledge people's feelings. But if they try to mess with my spirit, I have a problem
What
with
about when
the
it's like when it's about business?
feelings in business. If people putting their feelings into the business, it kind of just makes it a bit like let's just keep the focus here. We're talking about business. It's almost like pleasure in business. It's like no, I don't like to mix the two. I like to really keep them separate.
I think when it's like, depending on what order
Feelings.
it comes, I guess, like, it's almost like if that is not everybody's personality, we have to acknowledge that too.
Mm.
Cause like, we may go into something like, yeah, I know I speak on how I feel and I know I have feelings. However, at the end of the day, I'm gonna get the job done. Like I am gonna put, no matter how frustrated or whatever, I am gonna shake it off and put it to the side to make sure we get what we gotta do done. Like at the
Hmm.
end of the day, like I'm never gonna, just because I might be pissed off or upset, I'm never gonna like let anything business wise suffer because that's how I was kind of raised.
That's a great.
But
Yeah, that's great.
it's harder, I think, because you do already have this bond with the people before the business. I think if it started off through the business, then it'll be like, well, we argue, but we just do real good together. So we all just. But the fact that we kind of met each other and kind of grew together and then started creating, we already had the feelings invested. So it hit a little bit different when you're dealing with these type of people, which is not bad because I feel like we've gotten to experience each other both ways. So we should be knowing how everybody's intentions or at this point,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
why we're still or like around each other. Like at this point, even if we don't have differences, we should have some kind of grasp of like, I know we like this, but I'm still here because
And respecting
like
that
this
we
person,
all
like
just different.
we know we see
Yeah.
each other. We know we see it. We just gotta figure out how we gon'
Mm.
what can we do to gel together? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I don't want to find out later on doing the business with somebody and then find out later on their motives or their intent. I don't want to find that out just because I don't know somebody. But I mean, you're gonna work with people you didn't know, but if I can have less of those people and then more of the people that seen the in and out, the good, the bad, the ugly,
Hmm.
then I already kind of know how
Yeah.
to handle that.
Man, I just think business is super straightforward, and it's very it's for the most part it's pretty black and white. It either makes sense or it doesn't. It's either going to hurt the business or it's going to help the business. And feelings are not like that. Feelings will fucking throw common sense out the window, disregard all facts, and I just feel this way, so
Oh, and
that's
that's
how
where
that's how it is.
and
And then
that's
and
where it
so
messes up
so
though.
so for me, like, well, all right, I can handle your feelings until we get to that point where your feelings are disregarding what makes the most sense and facts. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
a business can't be run off of that. You can't just.
Yeah.
That for sure. So I guess when I say feelings, I mean like it still has to be a good, healthy balance. Like it can't just be so cutthroat. So, but you shouldn't make decisions based on your feelings.
Feelings are fleeting.
You know what I mean?
They come and they go. You feel this way, and then tomorrow you might feel another way.
Exactly. Is why decisions shouldn't be made off feelings.
Right.
So I think that if you have a good balance of like, okay, I care about these people, so the way I do business with them matters. Not so much like the feelings, but because I know y'all, the way I do it with y'all matters because of that. But
I
at the end of
subscribe
the
though
day,
to there's only one right way to do business from my standpoint. There's only really one, and if you do it the right way, it's always regardless of anybody's feelings, it's always the best route to go. Sometimes when you're doing, some people take business and they like to, in order to maximize profits, they'll pay people less. There's all types of different things people do to maximize profits, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about good business ethics and doing business the right way. There's only really one way to do that. I can't tell you all the things that because it's very nuanced and there's a lot of things that go into it. But I feel like if you can practice that, if you do what's best in your business, you're really practicing doing what's best for relationships. Period. And I feel like that's where it's at. So the number one thing is what we mentioned earlier. You have to be self-serving. Everything has to be what's best for you. So in your business, everything has to be what's best for the business. It doesn't work any other way. You really can't afford just to be taking losses and not recouping them anywhere.
No,
You can't.
I definitely feel like business, you can you definitely don't want, like you said, take any losses. Like you don't want to
And what, so
sacrifice
in
so
this and
much.
let's
But
compare a successful business to a healthy relationship. So what I'm trying to propose here is that a successful business and a good business is the same things that are practiced in creating a healthy relationship with anybody. Those two are the same thing.
yeah, but then just because like the practices might be there, like certain conversations and things kind of have to be had just because we're not by ourselves. So it's almost impossible to pretend like we can do things without nothing, no feeling at all.
I didn't say that.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so they have to, whoever has to make sure that the feelings just don't take over when it comes to the decision making. Because literally, you can feel how you feel, but when decisions are made, what is that based on? So it don't matter. You can get your feelings out. You can talk about it. We can be mad. We can do whatever. But okay, when we make this decision, though, what is, like you said, best for the business? And so people just have to learn how to have a balance of when to let that kick in, but don't let it overpower your business side. And so growing up, like even my dad used to say business first, like pleasure later. He would say that. So
Right.
like the way I know the amount of emotion I'm supposed to put into this because I care about something and I'm passionate about it. So I'm not going to dial back and lie or like, step back and pretend like something isn't an issue. But I'm always thinking of either a solution or all right, Lakeita, maybe you do need to, back off of it or whatever it be to still make sure that if it's something that you care about in general, that we come up with the best whatever for the business in general. Like I'm always the type of person that I'd rather like try to literally figure it out or work it out so we can keep whatever great things like going. That's just me. Because in my brain, if I see something, if I'm involved in something, it's because I already see that it's going somewhere.
Mm.
You know? And it's like especially if we so dope, like we got all this stuff that we just doing, and it's like you don't want to. I'm not a one to give up quick or just throw something away because you invested. Even your time is an investment. The
Right.
idea is an investment. Somebody could take that from you and pick it up and left where you left off, and now you done left something on the table that you was doing good at. So
Yep.
that's how I be looking at stuff. I be like, let's just figure out how we can coexist together because as much as we want to try to pretend like there's a way or a structure, there is, but everybody different. It's just going to be like that for the rest of our lives. Everywhere we go, we're going to encounter people that's not like us. And if we want to do business and actually get it done, we do have to understand that we are all different and we're going to have to figure out how to make it work.
With those who are different.
Or you don't have
So,
to.
But if you want to broaden, if you want to narrow stuff down to like how you want to do something, but then when you want to broaden like your horizons and do certain things, it does take a little bit of some stuff. Everybody's in, not just like one person, but sometimes you gotta maneuver some things around so you can kind of get in somewhere. You never. I can say that there's things that I didn't want to do or whatever that wasn't necessarily convenient to me, but maybe it like worked out later and I didn't even think it would. Like I just sometimes just be doing stuff, and you be like, man, I spent so much time on that. That didn't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
But
that's
then
editing
maybe
for
it
me.
did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I don't feel like anything's a mistake anymore. Like at this point in my life, I just feel like everything that's happening was supposed to happen.
I just have I just have a threshold for the amount of like resistance that I'm gonna tolerate for anything that I'm doing. Like I think I know like that point whenever something's like too resistant that it's like a sign from God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, it's like saying this actually is not the right path
Mm-hmm.
that you're supposed to be on. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I think I've recognize that point where like anything, because sometimes I start doing some things and it's not something that I'm supposed to be doing, and so what happens is like this amount of like resistance starts coming along with that, and that's why I say I have find my balance and how like the toll that it takes on me emotionally. I feel like when something starts taking too much of a toll on me, like emotionally and energy wise, like I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is this? Because like this shit that I do, like the DJing, like the engineering, and then the producing and all that, whatever resistance that or road bumps or whatever has come along with it, I've never perceived it as such. I've always just seen them as challenges that I wanted to like overcome. So when I start getting faced with challenges that I have no interest in trying to overcome, I'm like, okay, no.
But
Let
that's
me
it.
step.
That's
Let me
all.
step away from this because I'm not
Yeah.
even interested in dealing with this issue.
And I pick and choose those ones,
You
but
know.
then I know sometimes when you're doing business with people, those are the ones where like I might have thought that I would never, even when they say never,
Oh
you could
yeah.
choose when that moment is for you. You know what I'm saying? So you could like deny a bunch of things, but then if I feel passionate enough about something that'll make me say, you know what? I see this. I am going to bend on this one because I see where this is going or whatever. And then it does end up working out in the long run. So that's why, I guess if it wasn't proven for me that when I've changed certain things that I thought I would never fold on, it actually helped me grow, me personally. So I was like, oh, bet. Like, it's so much stuff I said I would never do.
Lessons,
Boy.
growth,
I
progress.
can think of three things right now
Name 'em.
that done changed my life. Pass the from the left hand side. That's one.
Uh, mm,
Just in general.
yeah,
Mm.
that'll do it.
Yeah, buddy. That'll do it, dog. I think we doing really good though. Like I feel like we already at the hour and something.
Are we? Man, that sucks. I should at least. I thought there were like more questions that we had gotten, good questions that we had gotten from people. So I didn't really like come up with too many. I didn't come up with really any topics for this. I haven't been paying attention to the. I haven't been. I've been too busy. I ain't even really been paying attention to what's going on in the world.
Yeah, we've been going crazy. Like,
I know this damn.
It's
I
Cinco
know
de
this
Mayo
damn. Oh,
coming
Cinco de
up.
Mayo. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I know this damn Johnson and Johnson vaccine got motherfuckers scared as hell. So I've been getting people blood clots and shit.
Let me tell y'all, they can't even make baby powder good. Shout out to Noah. Noah said we should talk about baby powder.
Oh my god!
But they
I
can't.
heard somebody say, "Watch, they're gonna start putting the vaccine in the
In
baby,
the baby
pad."
powder. But everybody already stopped using it anyway. They told you when we was like, every time you get something for a baby shower, you always want to get like a Johnson and
Nigga,
Johnson
we done
little
all been
pack.
doused. We done all been doused in that powder a million times.
Yeah,
Since
so
little
like,
babies.
like for real. So every time one of my friends would get pregnant or something, they got the little things, they got the bath wash, the stuff, everything in a pack, right? There's something came out that was like, don't get Johnson and Johnson because it started giving babies like mad breakouts, and so then everybody started switching to like Aveeno or like natural stuff, and then they gonna come out with a shot, and I'm so confused as to why. Like everybody don't remember this big ass
Yeah.
situation that they
Wait,
literally.
Angie might not have been on baby powder. You know what I'm saying? You Nigerian, so y'all might have some type of other shit that y'all used when you was baby. What your mama
It's
put on
something
you?
called detol.
What is it? Say it in the mic.
That's
Say it in the mic.
It's called detol. That's actually a harsh chemical. I don't even know
Oh,
what's.
shit.
I don't know what's in it.
They wasn't using that. She lied, y'all. That
I think it's a
CPS looking like.
antiseptic type of. It's strong.
Huh.
But I don't recall using any Johnson. Nothing.
Yeah, everybody had that, but they start switching to them not to use it. So when they came out with the shot, I was like, you think niggas finna be running? And niggas was running to the shot. I'm confused. Like, the baby powder was a big deal. It was like literally worldwide.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't even watch the news and
what
I
even
know
happened?
about it.
And what even happened with all that?
Niggas just stopped buying baby
And that's
powder
it? We
and
didn't-
all their
Somebody-
products too. Like really, I know their sales went down for sure because, like
Oh, that's
even
why they got this vaccine out, and it's like, damn, we need some.
we need some.
Need
But
some
you
money.
think
Something.
now you want us to inject
But it gives them blood
ourselves?
clots. I don't care, man. What? Go ahead, give it to them.
Take them. We told them it would be no tears for the stuff, but now we just
Yeah,
gonna
this shit's
kill them. What? Like, oh, they got mad at us.
I'm
probably.
curious. I'm curious because you're Nigerian. How do you and your family feel about the pandemic and the vaccines and all that going on? Like, is it like different?
Well, my family. I mean, us being Nigerian, I think it's us being in the health field. But I mean, at the same time, I think it's just us in our mindsets because me per se, I'm not for the vaccine because it's new, and I feel like if God ain't bringing it down here, there's bound to be some mistakes. Johnson, okay, but my father got the vaccine. He's a nurse, and my mom's a nurse, so we
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
in like the health field or whatever. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's just like whatever we believe because we're just all different mindsets in a sense.
I
Because
guess if you're in
I'm
that,
not for it.
if you're in the health field, it's probably kind of weird because y'all probably have like some things y'all don't agree with, like as far as like how America does healthcare and shit like that.
Yeah.
But since you're in it, you just do the best that you can to work within it, or
Like those who have the knowledge that are in it, I know somebody who's like, no, I'm wanting to not vaccinate. Like I'm not even wanting to vaccinate at all, just because just the knowledge that they have with these vaccinations. But you just have. My mom told me, she's like, you need to get the vaccine because of all this activity you're doing. I just still don't believe in it because I'm not going to get something that's completely new, that hasn't been around for X amount of years, that just came out yesterday. So it's like it's no telling. It's just a
for something that you're not really even at risk having. Like if you eat, so let's say when I say that, I mean to say if you caught COVID, you probably would not have like an issue with it.
Yeah.
Issue with what?
With the
With-
COVID, like it
with
would be like
COVID,
having a
yeah.
cold or something like that. Like we don't take a vaccine for the fucking cold.
Yeah, exactly.
So why
Yeah.
would I take a vaccine for
So
something
that's
that
that's literally
gives me the
how
cold?
exactly how I feel. Like it's like
Yeah.
you could get over it.
You can die from anything.
Joe Rogan got blasted on his podcast because he said all healthy young people have no need to take the vaccine, and people are like up in his ass about that, like saying that's super irresponsible of him to say.
Yeah.
I mean, but he telling the truth. I feel like
Yep.
everybody. I mean, I know if you feel you might be scared with people that have pre-existing conditions and stuff. So I mean, I understand you trying to take caution. But if you didn't even know about it, like if you had no idea,
If you're worried about COVID that bad, you get the vaccine.
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, exactly. Like just leave us alone.
And if you're worried about
And-
COVID that bad, you like be cautious when you go outside.
And then,
Mask,
and
you know
that's what
I'm
I'm saying about the mark of the beast stuff. I feel like it's getting to a point where it's going to start getting forced on us. Like where you
shouldn't.
can't
It
do
shouldn't.
nothing at all. Like
They-
it's almost impossible
They
to
realize
live.
they can't force it on you. But what they have realized is that they can give it to you through scare tactics and convenience. Hence why everybody has an iPhone, because it's mad convenient. So they didn't have to force it on you. They just made it super convenient for your life to have one.
Yeah.
So
for
we got one. That's what they're doing with the vaccine. They're saying they're trying to scare us into taking it. So it's like they don't have to really they know they can't force things on the people because the people
yeah.
will
Especially not that.
will uprise if you try to force things on them.
Yeah.
But what you can do is do these little psyops and try to scare people into doing shit and all this
like
other bullshit.
they be regulating stuff to like where you can go, you can't do. I
And
feel
then they
like
can
it's about
pass
to
these
start
dumbass
doing
laws,
it.
yeah, little
Yes,
stupid-ass
where like
laws.
certain states, they're gonna start doing that, and that's what's gonna make me mad because I'm like, no, because I'm gonna sneak in that bitch if I have to drive in.
Yeah.
I'm traveling, doggone it. Y'all got me messed up.
We're in a wild ass time. I feel like the next
yeah, it's crazy.
I'm curious what's gonna happen in the next 5 years.
Nobody expected this to come
Nobody,
along.
except for the people that planned it.
You know, the people that planned it. Oh, now I can't sleep at night. I don't like scary movies. Should have warned me.
Shit.
You don't like scary movies?
I don't know.
Oh, I love scary
Ain't no
movies.
punk or whatever. I just don't like scary movies.
I don't like scary movies either. I'm with you.
It just bothers my spirit,
scary.
especially at this age.
I don't think they're scary or entertaining.
I just love
not
trying to
entertaining.
see them try. And then I like the ones with a good story though. Like if I see a good scary movie, I just say scary movie because I'm saying the category, but not actually like But I will take a movie that's not scary but has a really good mystery, make you think. And just be like, wow, okay, it's in the
Mystery's
scary
cool.
movie category.
I like mystery.
You
I like
know,
mystery.
I like mystery.
Suspense, any type of demonic,
suspenseful, we should
or
just say.
I don't too much care for it.
Yeah, the demonic ones, like after a while, they kind of get the same. The part,
Like,
the,
it's trying to possess me.
what you call it when they try to take them out, take the demon out.
exorcism.
Exorcism just go wrong. Every demon movie is like exorcism just went wrong, and the
That's
demon
weird how
stayed
there's that's the thing.
What? Exorcism?
going wrong.
Yeah. Well, no, just
That sounds-
exorcism. Period. Like there's
Yeah.
literally like priests that go and people will say, "Oh, I got this person has a demon in them," and they go and exorcise the demon.
All right, we at Popeye's book.
Yo,
I'm
what the
gonna come over there in a minute and get a demon about him.
Do y'all know what stigmata is? Do
I don't know. What
Wait, what?
stigmata.
you know what stigmata is? Oh, have y'all? So there's a movie called Stigmata.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, this is a scary movie too. But stigmata is a phenomena where somebody gets possessed and they go through the phases that Jesus went through to be crucified.
What?
So they end up with like fucking wounds
Is
like
this
in
the
their
symbol?
in. I don't know that. Oh, I didn't know that there was a symbol for it.
Of bodily wounds
But
and
read
scars
that,
and
read that,
locations
though.
Read this.
corresponding to the
Oh.
crucifixion. The bold.
All the bodily wounds, scars, and pain
So somebody, yeah.
in locations corresponding to the crucifixion wounds of Jesus Christ.
So somebody will just mysteriously have these wounds that like Jesus
Oh.
had, and it's called stigmata.
Wow.
And it's supposed to be like a supernatural phenomenon, like where the people just get the wounds out of nowhere, like they didn't do it to themselves or like somebody do it to them.
So what's going on? That means that a demon is in them or something?
I have
Like
no,
what's-
I have
Oh,
no
the
idea.
stigmata demon.
I have no
Yeah,
idea what
you know?
it means. I just know that it's
Imagine,
like I just know that it's a
imagine the
thing.
exorcism. Stigmata, come out of her. Well, it didn't work. Y'all got a demon bitch on y'all hands.
You
Time to
know?
leave. I gotta go back to Popeye.
But so when I was when I was in middle school, there was this movie called Stigmata that came out about this chick that would go through stigmata. So in the movie, like you see this chick like all of a sudden had a wounds and get like pinned up against the wall. She's like like oh shit, it happened like and going through all the shit. She starts like speaking in tongues. Like it's a fucking
this
crazy
movie.
movie. Oh my god.
So there's only one movie called Stigmata.
This the movie.
Yeah, that's the one.
Damn.
Fucking
I
weird
think
ass
nobody
movie.
probably thought of that.
And then this priest gets like the job to go like figure out why she has stigmata and try to help her.
Stigmata.
I
That's
know,
what they
right?
need.
It's really weird.
Come
Yo, the
outside.
Catholics are fucking nuts. No offense to Catholics.
Yeah, niggas is crazy.
Ah.
Like just the practices that y'all practice and the things that y'all believe in. No offense, yo. I have the utmost respect for
It's
everybody
always
that's
offensive
Catholic.
when you say there's no
But
offense to
it's
y'all,
weird
but
to,
listen.
but it's weird to me. Is all I'm gonna
No
say.
offense, but
It's just
nigga.
weird to me.
No,
it's
that's
just weird
offensive.
to me. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'll say. With all due respect.
To each their own.
Yeah, with all due
No,
respect.
facts.
Peace and
But
love.
yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
That's a good.
Well, I hope we don't end it here. We're not ending here.
I
I
was
mean,
like, that's a
disrespecting
good-
the Catholics, are we? We can't. Ew.
I was cool with it. I was
Oh,
like,
I was cool with it too. I was
All right. Well, damn. Appreciate
I
everybody
thought
tuning
she was
in.
over here doing this. Like,
S.O.U.L.A.S.P.H.E.R.E. Appreciate you coming through.
thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, this is a good little session. If y'all want to follow Angie, we're gonna put her like little contact shit in the link below. You know what I'm saying? So if you see her, you want to shoot your shot, holla, get her in them DMs.
Shoot your shot if you want to.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
for real, shoot your shot.
Drip Master Woo.
I probably have had maybe 2 shots shotting at me.
Shotting at you.
2 shots.
Shotting at
2
you.
people shot at me. I
She
mean,
likes to be coy, y'all. Don't fall for her game.
I like to be what?
Coy.
Koi? Like a koi fish, you know what I'm saying?
Watch
Know
out for
what
her
I'm saying?
game. Watch out for
Yeah,
her
already-
game.
Oh, get away from me, this girl.
What?
She just be doing that. Like, I don't know why they weren't throwing themselves. Like, Drip Master Woo got the drip.
See, they no.
See, they no.
Like people really just don't be coming up to me like that at all. Maybe one.
Intimidating,
I was just gonna
unapproachable.
say.
Yeah, probably that.
I was like, man, I can't come over there with all that drip.
You know,
Nigga trying to walk in with
Gonna
some
slip and
slides
fall.
on.
Wait. So wait. Actually, I got one more question.
Yeah.
Um,
Slip and fall around her.
in relationships, are you like a more like proactive person?
Proactive person.
Like so, like are you more likely to go up to somebody and like initiate the relation, initiate the things, or do more times like the other person comes and initiates it with you and like gets things popping? Or are you like more the one that dictates the terms and like gets things popping?
If it's like the first encounter, I'm not really a big initiator.
Yeah.
If I see somebody that's pretty, I'm like, oh, okay, they pretty,
Oh,
but
you saying
it's
widow.
just like I don't really base things off looks. I'm not like a big look person. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to that big ass.
Because I'm curious about because so for me as a man, if I didn't approach women, I almost wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have it. I would have no luck with
Yeah,
women.
and
So
I think that's why I'm not really.
you're more. Are you more
I
on that end?
Yeah, because
You relate
I
more
would
to that?
have
I
to
got you.
talk to some people if I wanted something to like start off. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't. I just be. I'm not focused on that right now. I'm just like focused on myself. And if you want to talk to me, cool, talk to me. But it's like I'm not. I'm not the initiating person. I initiate though. I'm big on initiating.
Do you prefer to initiate, or do you prefer to somebody to?
Somebody just talk to me if they want to talk to me.
You prefer that?
Yeah, if once you like open up conversation, I'm definitely gonna reciprocate or talk back. Like, be very big on that. I'm very big on that.
Okay.
But unless I just feel like it, like
Feel like a typical woman. Typical woman.
who me? I'm a typical woman.
Say the average woman would prefer the other person to come talk to them.
Yeah. But
Prefer it. They wouldn't. They may not always be the case, but prefer it.
but if I see if I see something in somebody that I'm just like, I really like. I'm just very big on like if I see an action because I'm like I'm not big on looks. Yes, it has to be some type of attraction there. It has to be, but if I just see like somebody like, oh wow, just look how she's just leading this whole event. Like, wow, she's really doing her thing.
Whoa,
Or like if I seen an ambitious woman.
You see what you got to do out here to get her attention? Yo,
Look,
if I see you fucking throwing a festival out here, then I might be like, hey, yo, doing something.
Or even
But no,
like
for
doing
real.
something big, or even doing
I
something
got
like
you. I got
like
you.
just somebody's character. I'm like very big on somebody's character.
I think that's how women look at dudes too, though. Like that is what we look for. Like it do be look. If you really trying to look for something for real, you looking at like what
Yeah,
they
I'm looking for
doing.
something
So you
for real,
kind of just
too.
like paying
I ain't-
attention from like afar for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for no playground.
You look at what they doing and then their trajectory of where they going.
Yeah, like yeah.
Before I even start liking you, I already figured all that out.
My
Yeah.
trajectory is nuts right now. I'm not gonna hold y'all.
But the blow, that's what I look at for sure. I be like,
Okay.
after you can do the scan, you do the scan like, okay, yeah, okay, I can, yep, I can do this, yeah, okay. It's going somewhere. That's what you do. You do the scan, like you map your whole life out in one scan. That's what women do. We'll be like, all right. How you doing? My name, like it's like a scan.
Oh, and like
you
talking
can
to
tell,
somebody?
Yeah, you can tell by how literally like how they talk, and you can tell just by how they look, how they talking, how they moving. Like you can tell if they're quiet, they shy, they outgoing. You can tell how they interact with the other people. If they like a hoe, kinda, or not.
Wait, what?
Like kind of a hoe.
Oh, they said
Oh.
condom. I thought you said condom or
Or
not.
they wearing
Condom.
I
condom.
was thought they
This
said
nigga
condom or
bust
not.
out that
I was
raw.
like, what?
Imagine
You
talking to-
decided
imagine-
whether you gonna use a condom with them or not in that little
Oh,
scan?
If they a hoe or not.
Oh, good Lord.
That's not
Wrap
what she
it
said,
up,
though.
y'all.
That's not what she said.
Wrap
Jesus.
it up.
Or don't.
I can't talk. Let me just not talk about that.
And that's a wrap.
Yeah,
Wrap
all
it,
right, that's a
yeah.
wrap. Hey,
Wrap it up.
All right, yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Koala Cool, Lakeita Valon.
S.O.U.L.A.S.P.H.E.R E.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah.
S.O.U.L.A.S.P.H.E.R E, thanks for coming through.
Thanks
Thank
for
you guys again for having me.
coming.
Yeah. Peace. Check y'all next time.
Hi.
Yeah.
That was good. Marshall was texting me.